feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA, 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. I'm your host, Kyle Kerrigan. Sam is not in the building today, but he will be calling in the second half. So that's going to be after the 30-minute mark. We have two very special guests today. We have a podcast, Patio Talk. And we're going to be talking with Don and Drew about how they started, get to know a little bit about them. This is their first interview. They've interviewed people. They have episodes, seasons, so we're excited. But before we get into it, we're going to run through our sponsors, snjradio.com, no negative news, no politics, just feel-good music, and Goalie Nutrition. Goalie Nutrition, you go to goalienutrition.com, you can get 10% off with the code whatever works. Go ahead and run through our website. They are our new sponsors. So let's go ahead and run right into it. So we got Drew and we have Don here from Patio Talk. Go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit, Don.
All right. Those of you that do know me, I go by Don Bonita. What up, governors and governesses? My most famous line. I say that during every episode. Now I'm saying it on your show, so yay. And then we have...
I'm Drew over here. Always just over here. I tend to handle a lot of the sound stuff, so I'm not really on camera. So this is a little...
Okay.
I'm on camera, but I don't know. It's just different being on this end.
He's the hands-on audio.
Yeah, it's
okay.
different being on
hands-on
this
audio.
end of things.
So you're like Joe in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'd love to have you guys on today. It's going to be a great show. So let's talk a little bit about Patio Talk. What is it?
So Patio Talk... you want to
Can
start
I
with?
do this one?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, because I actually love explaining this one because the way I like to explain it is if you ever been to like a big house party or get together or anything like that, there's usually like a small select few group out on the patio, whether they're they're always having their own conversations, whether it's more deep or more funny.
Yeah.
They seem to make a little bit more like meaningful connections out there, and that's just kind of what we are. It's just a little bit more of a meaningful connection.
Okay, definitely. I'm definitely a patio guy at the party. I go inside, do my rounds, go straight
And
outside.
then right to the patio, right?
Yeah, unless there's a dog, I'll pet the dog, and then I'll head out to the patio for sure. But okay, so when did you guys start doing the podcast?
So officially October 8th, 2023.
Wow, okay.
That is our first dropped episode. I think at least for 6 to 9 months prior to that, we were
In the
trying
planning
to
stages.
get it together and
Yeah.
did some test trials and stuff like that. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know nothing about mics. We didn't know nothing about cameras and the memory, hard drives, none of that. We had to learn from, we were using
I had basic Sunday school knowledge of audio equipment, just
Okay.
inputs, outputs, basic things.
using gaming USB mics.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we love that. Okay. All right, so a couple years now. I've actually started in October as well, but 4 years ago. So Halloween was my first show, 2021.
Well, congratulations on your 4-year meet.
Thank you. And congrats on your 2 years.
Thank you.
So where's your podcast been since then? Where has it grown to?
Oof, there've been
It's grown.
a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And I think we see the most growth in the people we meet, because when we go back and we start to talk about who we met and who we came across and the connections we made, that's when we realize we've met a lot of people.
And not only the connections for us, the connections amongst our guests and the people we run into as well. That's what a lot of the things that we do, for instance, are networking barbecue that's coming up in December.
Okay.
It's a chance for everybody, an artist, to meet a producer or a videographer, so that way they can have connections later on when they have something going on for whatever creative they're doing. Obviously, background people, business entrepreneurs, everybody can become a part of this because it's more than just the person on camera right there, front and center. There's a whole community behind it, a whole team.
Yeah,
So
there's something for everybody.
it's a moment for everyone to come and shine, and Patio Talk gives that to anybody who has a voice and wants to get their voice out there and what they're doing. So, hey, we give them
Okay.
that opportunity.
Shout out Inland Empire, you know?
Yeah, always. You know, we always strive to like do specifically Inland Empire, like companies, businesses, you know, artists. But we've had some interesting shows from people who've called in all around the world. So yeah, some of my favorite shows are from the people from the IE. You know,
Mhm.
because there's a lot to connect with. You know, there's a lot of growth, and obviously you want to grow your own people, right, or help them grow.
And we're the underdogs over here, like
yeah,
compared to like LA and everything. You know, they overshine us a little bit, but we got some shiners out here, and it needs
Exactly.
to be known.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I agree.
Definitely. You were at the award show last
Yes,
Saturday.
I was. Yes,
so was
I
I. I'm still chopping up video.
Same.
From it. So
Same.
I'm putting it all in one compilation video, and we'll post it to at Whatever Works on Instagram. But what was your experience with that?
So that was my first time working with everybody on the Only Empires Awards show and meeting a lot of the people. I met you on the
Yeah.
council, obviously, so I
Right.
met you through them as well. And it was, people-wise, it was a great experience. I loved everything. The event was set up perfectly to announce like all these IE creatives and show forth for them. You know, it's a private event, so it's not open to public, but
Right.
it's only going to grow from there if they keep striving for everything they're doing with it. I love it. I love to see the community work for the community. So
Right.
it was a great experience. Unfortunately, Drew didn't make it out to me that event. I wasn't just attending. I was working as well. I was doing
Yeah.
videography for the event. So it was a very good night. How was your night there?
It was good. It was amazing. You know, I had my little sister
Yeah,
there.
you did. You did a good job
Yeah.
showing her the ropes. She was good at doing
no,
camera
she
work
did an
and
amazing
everything.
job. That was her first time ever.
And how'd she
holding-
like it?
She loved it.
She did?
Yeah, no,
She
she's
coming
always
back?
wanted. Definitely.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
I want to see her out there more.
Yeah. No, she's definitely gonna be with me a lot more because she wants to be a photographer,
Oh, okay.
and
there you
so
go.
yeah, and so
Oh,
she
so
wants
if
to.
I need some help, I might have
I
a
was right
little-
about to say. Yeah.
I need some hands sometimes with the videography. Maybe she can come slide over here sometime and we show her some things. and she
Right,
can practice,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
no.
least put something under experience, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna bring her tonight, but after this show, I'm actually going to see Pac Jogo at
Nice.
Stage
yes.
Red.
Hey, Arta, we've actually seen Pac Jogo perform before IE
Before
dropped
IE.
out. Okay,
Really?
so check this out. So we met him. Shout out Infinite TGM. He invited us to his birthday party last year, so we went out. We met Pac Jogo and Dukes from Menace and their homie Bobby. You know, they were there at the party. We met them. They said, "Hey, we're having this, you know, event in Pomona. Come check us out. We're performing." Da da da. And we got there just in time for only Pac's, only
yeah.
Pac's performance. And let me tell you, he turned out the crowd. We felt like we
Yeah.
were
Oh, yeah.
scouts there.
Yeah.
Observing,
on
they were
two different sides of the
crowd
room.
jumping, they're dancing up there, and he didn't have the IE. At
Yeah.
least he didn't have it out, so he wasn't singing IE. He was singing some other songs, but he had it already. And then IE came out, and then he just took off from there. But
Yeah.
he makes a show. He gets the crowd jumping.
Yeah, he definitely has a way to bring that energy, and it's one of the things I liked about going and see him and the group of friends that he has perform. You know,
Oh, definitely.
Where are you seeing him perform at tonight?
Stage Red. In
Oh yeah,
Fontana.
yep. Oh yeah, that's right. With Frosty,
Yeah, Frosty and then CNG.
CNG. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go pop out. You know, talk to some people and then.
And he's doing his thing. He just came back from Vegas from a show yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to talk to him. I saw him perform for the first time. I think it was 2 months ago. At I want to say it was the Common Ground anniversary.
Where's that at?
It
I
was
was about
at
to
Riverside. It was in some garden in Riverside. It was
Common
like
Ground? I feel like I've heard of it, but I can't.
Yeah.
what was the event for? What was
it was the 16th anniversary for Common Ground. So they had a whole bunch of vendors. They do it every year. I think it there actually.
We're gonna have to find it out.
I
16 years is a
think
long
no,
time.
I think I seen him posting things like
Yeah.
while he was there, but
Mm.
that's why I wasn't familiar with the event, but I might have seen it on his stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
scrolling through, you know.
No, it's cool. It's like it's different. So as soon as you walk in, it's like this basement, and then they have like vendors. The first thing you see are vendors. So food or like food's on the outside, but shirts, clothing. There's pins. There's like
Just a whole bunch of
different artists doing different things. You know,
I'm
so
definitely gonna check
Oh,
that out.
nice,
We're gonna have to
yeah.
go.
And then-
We
back
got to
to
go
that
to
one,
one.
Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely. He doesn't do them too often. Like usually, like anniversary time, which is September-ish, I
Mhm.
think. But yeah, I saw him perform on one of the side stages, and Yeah, he performed IE. Everyone,
Turned up for that.
everyone
jumping.
turned up. Yeah. So
You
yeah.
can't be in the IE and perform and not perform IE. Like that's gonna be his like thing for the rest of his performing life. Like
Right.
he
Right,
can't
yeah.
be in the IE and
And
not
not do
perform
that
that song.
song.
I
Like
know, I'm
he
telling
has
you.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Same thing
one
with
of those
Infinite
things.
TGM. Like, I reconnected with him a couple months ago, and saw him at the show
Mhm.
or at the award show. And
He got nominated for Untapped Artist. There we go.
Untapped, yeah.
Untapped Artist. Yeah.
Untapped artist. Yeah,
Congratulations for a nomination.
I know exactly.
He has a lot of different music, a lot of different styles, and every single one it's catchy. And I'm like, dude, I like this one too. I like this one too. Like everything he comes out with, new style, new sound, but
I
it
know.
still sounds so
You-
good.
okay, like what I told him at the award show?
Mm.
I said, bro, you're like the Too Short of the IE. You got like 35 albums. Yeah.
Right, in this episode, we have an episode on Patio Talk with him, and he does announce out that he
has-
do you remember the number?
No, but he was dropping like 2 or 3 a month for a
Yeah.
while.
Albums,
Like, it just,
albums, not
Yeah.
songs.
like
albums,
full
a
albums.
month.
Yeah.
He was just working.
So I met him back in 2016 when he was performing, and he had mixtapes back then. And every show he did, he had like 4 or 5 songs in a different mixtape.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he must have had
definitely-
like.
he works.
Yeah, he does. He just sleeps in the studio.
Yeah, sleeps, eat,
Yeah.
lives.
It shows though. It shows, especially when
does.
it comes to the melody and a lot of the things that he says. If you're really listening, he's
He's
really,
good with that different genres. I like his
yeah.
little rock album that he came out with.
Yeah, the
Oh,
little
yeah.
rock-
Yeah, that one was a little cool. It kind of gave me a little throwback to like when I was growing up in the
right
late 90s
alternative. I
style.
was like out there skateboarding and
Yep.
trying to. I would listen to music like that, but so I was like, it was. good.
Yeah. I tried to skate like 2-3 months ago, and I'm just like, man, it's not the same.
Skateboard.
Skateboard.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, my knees.
Yeah, I went.
Like,
I
man.
turned and picked up golf instead.
Yeah, it's like, man, I can't do it anymore. It's sad. But
yeah, it's definitely it hurts. It hurts my heart more than it hurts my knees.
yeah, 100%, 100%. All right, so what are some of the range of guests that you guys had on the show?
Ooh, they range. from
It's
everything.
mostly music artists.
mostly music artists, and then we
Okay.
have a lot of hip hop rap artists. That's a lot, but we open it. It's not because we choose to. It's just that's what kind of gravitates towards us, I should say.
Yeah.
We've had Death
Data
Letras.
Hillers. We've had tattoo
Yeah.
artists. We've had
The genre though, the rock genre, they were band and tattoo artists, and they were models for Solon
oh
clothing.
yeah. They did. They
Death
did do
Letras
music.
and Death Bloom. That's their names on Instagram. They're Solon models, and they also do tattoos. They have shops. I'm not too sure where their shops are. I can't remember at the top of my head. But they also have their own little band thing going on. But they're like heavy metal rock.
Oh,
So they
okay.
came on. They talked about that a little bit. David Zayax is a DJ, and
DJ,
he's like
we've had
bass,
electronic
bass.
Yeah, EDM music,
Yep, a lot of that. Then DJ Sebi's like.
hip hop.
Hip-hop, he's
Very
a
in the
DJ as
club
well.
scene.
So it ranges. Like we're open to anyone who wants to come on and
We've
say
had
they have a voice
house
for what
party
they do.
DJs. Like I
Okay.
said, it's always a lot of music people because that's just who likes to
Producers,
work
we've
and
had,
get out there and
mixed
tell.
mixed by SMK. What other producer we had? We had
four.
Four is a
444
producer.
Beats.
444 Beats. Technically, YD produces some music too,
Yeah.
but he's a very good videographer as well and an artist himself. He kind of does it all. Man, he ranges.
We've,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
had,
think
we've,
of
we've
everyone.
even had like accountants on there and
Oh,
people,
Oh, yeah.
Financial advisor.
We've
talked
even
about
had
that.
Okay.
just a regular group of people for girls' night and guys' night, just like regular people who were listeners. Like, hey, you want to come be a part of the show? Like,
Oh, that's
We
that's
Those
really
are more our like
Mhm.
hangout talks. Like let's
Oh,
see
okay.
what you guys want to talk about. What you guys want to hear. Does somebody have some topics we want to bring out? You know.
the cheese may talk,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
where people just start to yap. You
I'm
know,
gonna
Yeah,
need my
of course.
ladies to step it up though, because we got to keep canceling these girl nights because girls are too scared to come out and talk.
Oh.
Girls
man.
are guys will come out to the table. They
Yeah.
say, "Let's talk. What's going on?"
they said there's gonna be drinks and snacks. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we provide all that, but the girls be like, "What are you gonna ask me?"
Who else is going? Like that
Yeah.
doesn't
And
matter.
and I make it so that it's a table full of people who don't really. I try to make it so that they don't really know each other, so that way, the topics can or the opinions, so to say, can be different. Like if I have like
Okay.
two best
And
friends,
that's natural
two best
too,
friends,
right?
They're gonna agree with each other because they're best friends, you know. So I try to make
Okay.
everyone have a different opinion or a different reason. Like the first girls' night, I think was a good one because we had like a single girl who was getting her bachelor's degree. We had
someone who was in a long-term relationship, someone who couldn't keep it in a relationship,
someone who was doing some sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it was like crazy.
A mix.
That was a good one. We
That
just
was
didn't have
nice.
the right questions for that one because
we weren't really prepared. But again, and we don't just like stick them in a room and make them talk. You know,
yeah,
we have
warm up-
icebreakers.
We warm
Yeah.
up a little before we.
It's,
Okay.
it's not
So everyone's
just you're
comfortable.
here, action. You know, it's not like
Gotcha,
that.
yeah.
So I think that's a little intimidating to just the idea of like going somewhere and having to record, and the internet's forever. You know.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing with radio because it's so cutthroat here. You have like we start at 6:05. If you're not here, like we've had guests, we had to deny guests because we had to start the show.
Oh wow.
Like because it's our time is 6:05 to 7,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't show up between that time, we got to run the show. Like
Yeah.
And I think we
As
ran
programmed.
into some problems like that during our like second season because like people
during
would
the
cancel
beginning of
and
it.
then we're trying to
Yeah.
book and then line it up and then we're trying to drop these episodes within a certain amount of time frame so that way like
Okay.
yours is live,
yeah.
ours is pre-recorded, but we don't want it to go stale. The
Right.
topics that we're talking about or
Was pre-recorded.
oh we are live now. We are.
we
you're
are,
right,
okay,
we
you're
are
right.
moving
Our-
into doing
so
live
our recordings
now.
are live now, and then we'll drop the YouTube episode for that recording a couple days later. So
Okay.
that's what we're doing.
Do you guys go live on YouTube or?
Twitch right
for
now.
now. We're
Twitch?
doing Twitch.
Yeah. For now,
Yeah.
we're doing live Twitch and then transferring to YouTube once we drop the episode.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah,
on right now.
we just started moving to Kick. We had some other program like for years, and then we just moved to Kick. I think a few months ago.
How's Kick working out? How you like it?
Kick's good. You know, we have, you know, it's not showing right now, but we have people who like try to talk
Chat.
to us. Yeah, chat to us, but I can't see them.
It's kind of far.
Get another monitor and blow it up.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's when you get the
So-
little iPads. and
Or
stuff.
from your phone. Watch it from your phone and watch the comments from there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what they
Okay.
usually
There you
use
go.
it for.
I didn't even think of
There you
that.
go.
Okay.
Hey, we are
That's
literally
why we talking. That's why we
we
talking.
are literally survivors out here. We've done everything. What other we can't get it this way? What
Yeah.
other way can we do it? Let's MacGyver this.
Like we
what
do
will work?
so much
do
from
whatever it takes to make it work.
Google, ChatGPT, buying and replacing and
Asking
upgrading.
questions and just tapping people's knowledge who've been there before.
Mhm.
Just
Right.
it's all about being not scared to ask questions when
Yeah,
you need
of course.
Mm-hmm. Closed mouths don't get fed, and nobody
help.
reads minds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
so like I said before, we stick to an hour. You guys kind of vary episode lengths, right? Or
at
is it always-
first we didn't, or we kept everything to like
To an
a
hour.
range. But then when we started moving into video, we decided we don't want to cut anyone's conversation, and that's when we moved into let things just kind of flow naturally.
Uh-huh.
And once it kind of starts to
Dwindle.
die down a little and dwindle, that's when we kind of naturally close it out.
Okay.
So some could be like 45 minutes, and some could be like 2 hours.
We have
Okay.
one episode that's on our first season.
It was
and
an
we had to
audio
s-
only.
It was audio only, and we had to split it into 2 episodes because it was 3 hours and maybe some minutes, and no one's gonna sit there for 3 hours and listen to
yeah.
it.
It
So
was
we
a
split
boys'
it into a
night.
part. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was
It
just
wasn't?
the it was just the SMK
Oh no, it was the one with
for.
all the artists,
Yep.
with the artists and producers.
Yep,
We
exactly.
just had a group of them.
We had
Oh, okay.
producer SMK come and he brought us 2 artists, so that's how we met the artist Sincerely Jay, and then we met the other producers 444 Beats. So he brought them
Okay.
on. But
and was that the one
episode was
Adam?
3
Was
hours.
Adam Universe at that one too?
No, later
was
on,
at the next
Sincerely
one.
Jay brought him. we
Okay,
meet
yeah.
people through this, so you
Yeah.
know, people come along and they're like, "Yeah, I want to bring this person on," and we're like, "Okay, what they do? Can bring them on," you know.
Okay.
And they let us know. So everyone's been cool. We haven't had like nobody that's far off or anything like that. Everybody's been a pleasure to have on our podcast, and vice versa. Everybody's loved us. huh?
Honestly, yeah, truly good, genuine people. You know,
Okay.
so it's
Yeah.
always nice when there's no shady things going on.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And everybody's been for the community too, so they're all willing to participate in everything. They see what we have going on, and they're like, "I want to do that too. Let's go."
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some pretty interesting stories come through, like our show, and we could talk about that later on your show, later on down the line.
Oh, that'll be a question. Let's hear some crazy
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that way.
Because we've had some, I mean, Joe can attest, we've had some wild stories, crazy stories we had to cut off the air.
Oh,
like,
cool. There's no limitations on ours, so we could talk about
Okay.
all of that.
and, hey, and we're open, so
That's awesome. It's like
There
the side you don't see on air, you know?
Oh, definitely,
That's what
yeah.
we're gonna name the episode. Something along those lines.
The dark side
The
of the
side
air.
you don't
Let's
see
do it.
in the radio
Let's do
or
it.
something. Yep.
Okay,
We
let's
got
run
that
it.
one.
Secrets of the radio. I had to do the voice. I had to do.
Yeah, I
try
thought you had to.
on
Wait,
the radio.
Yeah, there you go. He did it. He was ready to say that for the record. He said, "I'm gonna say it."
Took a little while. I had to fit it in naturally. I told
Yeah,
you. It's all about
definitely. Yeah, it's all about the natural. So each, so you guys have seasons, and I'm assuming a season is every year, or
No.
is it no?
So it kind of goes off a time frame. It's about a 7 to 8ish month time frame.
Okay.
It's about 30 episodes in a season. So our main goal wasn't to determine how the seasons went or anything. It was we wanted to drop every week consistently.
Yeah.
We just
Okay.
wanted to have an episode every week, people seeing something, you know?
Right.
And then, mind you, we started from scratch. We didn't know what we were doing, the mics and everything. So
Yeah.
we did a season for 7 months, and we're like, okay, we need a break because we need to fix something.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what determined our break. So then
Okay.
I just kind of lined it up every time after that. Okay, we did about 7 months, so we'll end
Okay.
it here, and then we'll fix what we
Yeah.
we kind of
Well,
mental
no,
note
that's
everything
when
we
that's
need to
when we
fix every
make
season.
major changes. So throughout the season, we'd make like minor.
Oh, of
things,
course, like
obviously.
tweaks. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, but when we came to our season end, we sat down and we're like, what can we really do to improve this
We need
next
to upgrade the
up-and-coming
mics and
season?
upgrade the
Oh, okay.
audios.
You
and
know.
by switch season.
I mean,
what, three
all
was
of
the
this
cameras.
started- yeah, season three
Season
was
three
cameras.
was for the visuals, so that's why we
Okay.
kind of slowed us down a little bit for season 3
Big
because
change.
we didn't know what we're doing in the video part of this. So now
Okay.
we have to take a step back and reel in what we need and how we can do this, and then the editing and everything. So that's why we're going live too. So there's a lot less editing involved because if we do it live, you
Right.
already see what we did. There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
hiding
Can't
anything.
cut and hide.
Pick your nose, you know. I'm just
okay.
But it is just it's amazing to see too how far we've
growth.
come because like this all started as a little idea in her head. Like we were out on the patio and she
Yeah.
just said
we should have a
"You-
podcast.
and I was like, you know what? As your best friend, I got you. Let's do this. And
We jumped to it,
we
literally.
started building. Had a couple people with us and then, you know, kept going, pushing, things happened and then we just
Our teams evolved definitely over the time frame. You know, our
Okay.
teams, you know, formed out and formed in and formed out and formed in again.
but we've been the constants. So
Yeah.
this
and we
is
make it work.
but this is truly her baby. I'm just helping.
Okay.
It's
That's
your
why
baby too.
I know I'm a
Yeah.
Don't act
co-host.
like you don't
I
miss
know
it
I'm
when
a
we're on our
co-host. I do
breaks.
miss it. I know I'm a co-host, but
Yeah.
that's where I hide behind the sound a little bit. It's like,
Okay,
go ahead,
yeah.
be on camera, Don.
Okay,
You want a
I-
reality show, don't you?
I do want a reality show. I deserve a reality show.
You do. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
don't
yeah.
hype her up.
I deserve a reality show. My life is interesting.
Drama.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Drama.
Sorry, interesting.
You said
That's the
trauma,
You said trauma.
drama.
drama,
Drama.
trauma, interesting, all the above.
All the above.
Just pick an adjective. One of those three work.
That's
You
funny.
can probably find a lot more once you watch the show.
Oh, what's the biggest thing you guys learned from each of you guys when starting a podcast? Like, what's something that you learned about yourselves?
You go first. About ourselves or about the podcast?
Both.
Okay. You go first.
It's like either way. It's like I kind of learned when to take a step back a little bit more, because when I do get really into something, like I tend to like push, and like even if things are falling apart, I'm like, it's all right. Let's just still keep going rather than stopping and fixing things. And it's taught me to really stop and slow down and let's figure things out. And then also I learned that I actually kind of talk a lot and I tend to talk over people. So it actually kind of helped me with my communication with
Okay.
thinking, hey, this is a good time to stop talking. I feel like I've been rambling and I'll kind of stop and let other people join the conversation.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So in regards to the podcast, okay, let me start with me because that's probably easier since I know the answer. So one, you're right, communication. I didn't think of that at first, but I'm gonna agree with you. I did learn a lot of communication because during our first season, we had to re-listen to a lot of these episodes and edit them, right?
Right.
So as we're listening to a conversation again, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that because I interrupted what they said, or we said that like 5 times, or I got loud and I screamed into the mic right there. You know what I mean? There was like so many things that I was like, wow, this is what I sound like basically. So I kind of checked myself a lot on that communication wise as well.
So you guys
And-
had to find your voices pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Because you get excited and jump in, and
Yeah.
you forget that we weren't using that good quality of things, so you lost a lot.
And on the
of stuff.
patio, your conversations aren't recorded, so you're not worried about what's
Yeah.
being
Quality of
said or
sound.
how loud or anything like that.
Right.
So, this mic can pick me up. I don't got to lose my outside voice. And then in regards to the podcast,
You learned a lot. You learned how to edit. You learned how to do all that video stuff.
I've
Like-
said I fine tuned a lot of that because I learned a lot and I fine tuned a lot because editing I already knew, but I edited like selfies and videos I did for myself, like doing things that are actually get thrown out for everyone to see is more nerve wracking than anything. So it's like, I'm like, pay attention, focus, lock in. Like, is this right? Watch it 5 more times. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I'm locked into it. So I did learn a lot in regards to production, I guess I say. But shout out to Mr. Beal in high school for having 4 years with him for stagecraft because that helped a lot.
Okay. Nice. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll jump right into it, and we'll talk a little bit about more you guys separately
Awesome.
and how you guys met.
Thanks.
Cool. You guys listen to Whatever Works on KCAA, 1050 AM, and Express 106.5 FM. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
With 60 years of fascinating facts, this is the man from yesterday. Back in time to this time, November of 1985, Raymond Burr is back as Perry Mason, back as Barbara Hale, and aiding in the detective work is Paul Drake Jr., played by William Katz. If this clicks in the ratings, you can bet there'll be more Perry Mason TV movies.
December 1st now, he will be seen in a movie on this very network called Perry Mason Returns. Please welcome Raymond Burr. So Perry Mason is coming back, huh?
Perry Mason is coming back for a 2-hour special.
And from this time in 1977, it looks like things are happening for John Ritter as he finally has a starring role in a TV series with big ratings. It's called Three's Company.
Well, you are a graduate of Hollywood High.
Yes, sir. I'm proud to say I was student body president.
That's
there.
what I heard.
Yes, and I was very interested in not in so much grades or sports, but I was interested in power at a very early age.
Following their huge hit Pleasant Valley Sunday back in the summer here in 1967, the Monkees have another big hit, could be their biggest. It's called Daydream Believer. With more at manfromyesterday.com.
There's never been a better time for men to be whoever they want to be, yet it's never been less clear who men really are. Guys Guy Radio, starring author and Guys Guy Robert Manni, is coming to KCAA every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Whether it's relationships, sex, wellness, or spirituality, join Robert as he interviews the experts and shares his insights on building a world where men and women can be at their best. Guys Guy Radio. Better men, better world.
Hi, folks. It's Milan Vukovic from the Tahibo Tea Club. We just received our first shipment since the new tariffs, and because our tea is harvested deep in the Brazilian rainforest, we had to pay a 50% import tariff just to release it. Once we run out of our current inventory, prices will go up. Right now, you can still stock up at today's pre-tariff prices by calling us at 818-610-8088. 1 pound of original Pure Pau d'Arco Tahibo tea is $49.95, or take advantage of our multi-pack discounts such as buy 3 pounds, get 1 free. That's a 4-pack discount of 25% for $149.95, or buy 5 pounds, get 3 free. That's an 8-pack discount to 38% for $249.95. Stock up now. Call us at 818-610-8088 or visit TahiboTeaClub.com. That's 818-610-8088.
KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM welcomes the new Jeff Santos Show, Monday through Friday from 12 noon to 3 p.m. right here on NBC Radio KCAA.
Live. This is the Jeff Santos Show on the Revolution Radio Network. Rebuilding America together, investing, activism, and supporting the middle class. Now, here's Jeff.
We go from the West Coast to the East Coast.
Areas
Can't make
they
this
have
stuff
to
up.
go get it.
Right. So we're excited about this, but it's going to take a full team effort to basically keep the focus, the progressive populist focus, on what is necessary for this country.
The Jeff Santos Show, weekdays, noon to 3 on KCAA.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Sunday. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. I am your co-host slash host today, Kyle Kerrigan, and you guys want to go back and listen to these last 30 minutes, listening to Don and Drew with Patio Talk. By the way, before I plug in more, where can they find you guys?
So personal for me is Don Bonita on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on every social media. It's Don
Okay.
Bonita, spelled DAWNBONITA, and
I'm _Drew. That's literally,
Okay.
that's why I say it the way I say it. I'm Drew. It's because my handle on Instagram is literally I'm _Drew.
Okay.
And the actual podcast,
Yeah.
it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, and it is on YouTube.
only the last 8 episodes of season 3 are on YouTube, though.
Okay.
Our first 2 seasons are all audio on the other platforms.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's been a electric show so far. You know, we've gotten to know these two people. You know, I've met Don a couple times, but you know, getting to know them a little bit more is always great. And you'll definitely want to go back and listen to the first half. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. How did you guys meet?
Facebook.
Facebook.
So it was Facebook and anime, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. It was she had a post on anyone know some good anime, and I said, "You anything specific?" She said, "No." I said, or she said, "Good shows." You said good shows
Yeah.
at first, and I said, "Does anime count?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she said yes, and I shot her like 10 or 5.
And the one that I stuck to was Beastars.
Beastars. It's a bit of a unique one.
Yeah, it was definitely unique, to say the least. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's
Netflix.
interesting.
Okay. So tell me a little about yourself, Drew.
Ooh, so in an Empire baby, I was born in Riverside, but I didn't live there. I grew up my whole life out here, Fontana, majority of it, and then a few years in San Bernardino, and then Colton, where I settled down, had my first marriage and my 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that marriage ended, now I'm still here in Colton.
Okay.
So, you know, other than that, it's just, you know, real guy stuff, just football, cars. Like, I don't know, I'm very to myself kind of guy, so I don't do too much.
Okay. Gotcha. Don, what about you?
So I grew up in the IE. I've been all over the place, to be honest with you. I've lived from Fontana, San Bernardino, Colton, Apple Valley, Rialto, Riverside. I've been everywhere. It's just me and my daughter. I have a 13-year-old, and I have a cat.
Okay.
I have
So-
a cat and I have a podcast. So that's really all I could tell you about me. I'm kind of private, I guess you could say, when it comes to the outside world. You know, I
Okay, I
do try
gotcha.
to let the outside world get to know me personally, but I like my bubble.
Oh yeah,
Her
100%,
contact
yeah.
with the outside is work involved, podcast
Yeah.
involved. So it's like if she has
Okay.
contact, it's because she's working. It's doing
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, no, same here. Yeah, 100%.
It's very hard to
then
catch
like
me
you
in the
don't.
wild for fun.
Oh right, yeah, and then especially you guys want to be careful who you bring around your children too.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So yeah, no, I get that. And so you guys said you met on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
So we met on Facebook, and then we met up to hang out after the introduction of BeStars, and we just hit it off from there. We've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
We went. He actually took me to my first rave. I got my ticket, and so it was Nocturnal.
Oh.
20.
20.
Two?
It was before we started the. It was the year before we started the podcast.
Okay, yeah. So year 2022, and then fell in love with raving, and I had to hit every single
And
rave
that's,
since.
of course, a local rave, up in Glen Helen, the
And
Glen
then-
Helen Amphitheater.
Drunk night on the patio. Hey, we should have a podcast, and then
Let's do it.
Literally history from there.
You know what's crazy? How many conversations I've had with people? Hey, we should start a podcast, and you guys actually did it. So that's crazy.
And then we're a little over 2 years in now,
Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing that keeps us going. It's like, dude,
We said we're gonna do
really
something.
started this
Yeah.
from an idea, from nothing that you just
Yeah.
a thought that you had. We brought it into fruition
Yeah.
with our own experience and with our own hands and the things that we've did and the contacts we've made. So it's a good thing, like, to see that it's grown.
It really goes to show that you can create anything you want. Start like
Put your
you
mind
just-
to.
Yeah, put your mind to it, and you can do it. Like
Right.
you believe that it can happen, and I believed it can happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, you
Tell
gotta
me
s-
you haven't seen my what do you call it? Psychic ability happen. with this
Usually it's with negative things, but yes. Usually
Okay,
she'll
you're
be.
airing too much
I
out
was
on the
saying, she'll
air.
be-
You're
she
airing
just
too much
she
out.
just knows how to call people out on their, like, no, that's not really what's going on. And then sure
Okay.
enough, it happens the way she said. She's like, told you.
Okay.
But
That's
it is
interesting.
nice when it comes to that something good and positive. So yeah, she definitely did. She called every step of the way, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
And there's so much more. There's like I have so much more plans for Radio Talk. Like it's supposed to be beyond.
It's gonna be a whole empire
Okay.
company.
It's also a goal to leave to our kids. Now that we're in what we're in, music isn't going anywhere. They're always, whether they're changing music or not, whether it's a different
Yeah.
style, a different genre or something, it's still going to be there no matter what.
Right.
So like we can leave our kids something to still participate in community wise in their age and time, and then vice versa, so on and so on. And if the plans that we have for growing this last, it'd be something
There's
big
always
for the
gonna
IE
be
that's so
new
many more
artists and new
people.
people out here. So
Yeah.
of
That-
every generation.
That's crazy because I literally had some ideas for Jay Guevara and Jay Kasai. That I was talking to them after the award show. How we can like bring media together and build it up for specifically for the award show, but also for the IE.
Yep.
So
But if
that's
we turn
crazy.
up
Yeah,
the
that
IE,
would-
the award show gets turned up too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
You got to speak those ideas.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, we'll definitely talk. What are some ideas that you guys have for the show that you guys want to talk about or you guys can't talk about?
Well, do you want to announce? Well, we already announced it, but do you want to explain? You want to explain those? Okay, I'll explain the December 13th.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you got a better handle on that.
Okay, go ahead and start explaining those since we have them here.
So, one of the first steps we actually started taking was getting our merch out and open.
Yeah.
So, if you're actually seeing, we actually have these patio talk shirts that you see us in. We have them in black and
Nice.
white, but they are slightly different in the back. And that was just kind of our first step towards making somewhat of a, how can we get something in return and keep this going type of
Right.
thing.
This is not a profit for us. This is a profit to continue what we're trying to do for everyone.
Right,
Yeah, it's
So-
not to line our pockets. It's literally so we can keep making the podcast better.
But we
Yeah.
want you to get something that you can last forever. Like even if you put this in the picture frame, we'll sign it for you, and you can put it on your wall somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't know where Patio Talk's gonna be in about 5 years.
And that's a good way for your listeners to support you guys too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we started doing that. That's one thing that we did just come out with. So we are excited to finally have these tangible rather than just mocks on a picture, So I'm excited for these.
Yeah.
So if
that's
you guys
nice.
are listening in, be sure to DM us on Instagram or reach out to us. If you got to reach out through Kyle, Kyle knows our tags and everything too. So let us know if y'all want one because we're limited too. So once
Okay.
these are out, and we're moving on to the next style.
Yeah,
so
we're
every
doing a
time we have
different
a style,
style.
you gotta
Oh,
get 'em while you
okay.
can.
Yeah, so
That's
it's gonna be
interesting,
if you
yeah.
didn't get it then, we might not cycle back to that specific style and color scheme.
Unless
So
we really loved it for some
yeah.
reason.
Okay.
But other than that, we do have some exciting stuff
Oh
coming
yeah,
up.
so this is a private event. Not everyone could just show up and come to it, but December 13th, we're doing a networking barbecue. We do basically we decided to do every year some sort of big event where everyone that's crossed paths with Patio Talk to come and one, celebrate us that we made it in another year, and two, celebrate you guys because we wouldn't be us without you guys. So everybody who's came along and worked with us, been on the pod, or introduced us to someone and in the community doing whatever they do, come enjoy the day or whatever with us. Last year we had a party. It went off. It was great.
It went off.
It went off.
Yeah, nice.
It was crazy.
We had performers there. Some of the very performers here from the IE who came on our podcast or worked with us in some way, and they performed. We even had so
of
we're
the
not
DJs.
closed to the IE only. We are mainly IE, but we allow anybody else who would like to come on if they're from a different area to come on.
Right.
So we were able to get Mr. Neezy himself, the CEO of Blue Bucks Clan. He came on to our episode. He also brought out for our party the MTR boys that he manages as well, and they performed for us as well at the party.
That was dope.
It was very dope and very nice of him. Shout out Neezy. So we had a big event last year, and then we wanted to do it again. This year we had to turn it down a little bit because of the changes and everything we've been making with the visuals and stuff. So we decided to make it a little more chiller, and because it's a little late compared to the time frame we had it last year, winter time obviously, it makes sense to do a little more relaxed of event. No one's gonna really party out in the cold or anything like that.
Or even so
Yeah.
close to holidays.
Yes,
When
exactly,
they have
the
so much
holidays
other
too.
things going on.
So during the day, everyone could come and have a barbecue with us, enjoy some food, network, meet everybody we met. Of course, we're gonna have some music playing. Of
Yeah.
course, we're gonna have some decorations, a little photo area or something for everyone to take pictures. We're gonna have the videographers doing whatever they do as they walk around, but everyone we've crossed paths with is invited.
So
I do
yeah.
believe I got your
Yeah.
yes. I want to make sure I did get your email down and I put it in the
Yeah.
invite. So as long as everybody RSVPs, those of you listening in that got the invite, please RSVP. We just want to make sure we have enough food, enough drinks to go around for everyone because this
Okay.
is something we provide for everybody.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think the just to kind of tag on to that, like
Yeah.
the whole point of the thing is really just for those because we do have so many people, it gives this specific producer maybe an opportunity to meet one of the artists that's been on previously but doesn't know how to get in contact with per se, and we're just that that connecting link that you can come and meet a whole bunch of people and do work and find things to do.
Okay.
And we have a lot of
Grow.
returns coming that was there last year. So everyone that you meet that's probably been to a last year Patio Talk event, they can vouch for you that it was a great night. We didn't get too much visuals from that one. We do have a lot of pictures and videos from it, but it wasn't a lot we could use in regards to putting it out there marketing wise. So we just kind of kept them in the vault. There was some of them, but it was a very fun night. So we look forward to this one. So hopefully you're coming, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you RSVP? You can't get the address, by the way, guys, if you don't RSVP.
Okay, I will RSVP.
Okay.
So if you hitting me up an hour before this hand, I need the address, I'm probably not responding because I'm already
Yeah,
doing
doing the
everything.
motions.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
make sure you're RSVP ahead of time.
Okay. So like I said before, a lot of people have these conversations with their friends. Hey, let's start a podcast. Let's start a podcast. And you guys pulled the trigger, and 2 years later, you guys are here. What are some ways you can convince people to start a podcast?
If I were to say that you look like you want to spit it out, go ahead.
The main thing is don't doubt yourself. Don't be your number one negative Nancy. Because if you already doubt it yourself, ain't no amount of people who believe in you can help you believe in yourself.
Right.
So you got to believe that it really can be done. That's step one.
I'm also going to say make sure there's a goal to it. So if we think about it, everybody has a podcast now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody started a podcast. Every major artist out there is an artist
direction.
and a podcaster. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm not saying not everybody has anything worth speaking about, but just make sure that there's a point to your goal to it. So
Okay.
I'm not going to just have a podcast that's going to sit here and then I'm going to walk away and I'm going to what's your point? Are you going to tell a story every time? And
Need
podcasts are
direction.
consistent. So
Yeah.
it all has to tie in together. If every episode is different, okay, every episode is different, but what's your topic? So are you going to talk about, examples, politics? Are you going to talk about relationships? Are you going to talk about financial service? Are you going to what's your main goal in whatever you're going to do with that podcast? But in the end of it, do it, because an idea is an idea, and you won't know unless you try.
Yeah, definitely.
Just gotta find that niche, whatever you need. Just find that direction you want to head in and do it.
And if that don't work out, there's a million topics you could try too.
Right.
Try another topic. Try another genre or another idea of it, some sort. You don't
Another,
have to be a podcaster.
pick
you can
another
be a
one of
streamer.
your interests. You know, just do something that you actually like to do, so you won't get bored.
Okay, so, all right. So what's crazy was earlier this year I had Cam Archer and Nabi and talk about the Banner Boys.
Shout out them.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Nabi and shout out to Cam Archer. Oh, Nabi, and by the way, shout out to him definitely.
Grammy Award
another.
winner.
Yeah. So, that's exciting for him. But yeah, no, I brought him on. I brought him to the radio show to talk about it, and we just talked about Legos for 35 minutes.
Oh my God, he's Knob the Builder.
Yeah.
On Instagram, he's Knob the Builder.
It's just like
I can't hate. I love Legos. I got my son so invested in Legos. Every year for Christmas and his birthday, he wants a new set.
Yeah.
And I just sit there and I give him the pieces that are next, and he goes through the book himself. I just give him the next pieces, and he builds it himself. But I like to organize it. My little OCD. I organize the colors.
Go with your idea.
I love
That's
Legos.
how he came out with Knob the Builder, because he said, I'm just going to go with it, huh?
Yeah, he did. He just talked about Legos for 35 minutes. I'm like, man, you could have talked about any Grammy award.
He's
like,
probably
yeah.
tired of doing that.
No, he is.
You know, he works music. He's flying
that's
in and out
facts.
from studios, and then he's getting these awards, and it's music, and then, he's always music. So
It's
that's
true.
probably why he's like, I'm going to build Legos.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true.
That's a good thought. I mean, maybe sometimes when people come on ours, they're a little tired of talking about
You think we should? I had an idea. You gave me idea. Shout out Nabian. He gave me an idea too. Do you think?
Is this idea time right now? Is that what we're doing?
Do you think, remember our? Okay, unfortunately, we did lose an episode. On, like. We kept what we could content-wise, but we lost the whole episode content-wise back in March for our 420 episode. We did a 420 episode. Shout out Aaron Versace. He got us his location at one of his jobs with Row House, and we used a little studio space, so to say, in there. We did a paint and smoke where we did a paint and smoke episode. So we had a podcast where we talked with everybody in the group. We also went outside. We had a little session, and then we came inside and we did like painting, and we're just hanging out talking.
Yeah.
But we lost a lot of the content for that, though, unfortunately.
Yes.
So now what I was thinking, the idea I had is, what if we have a Lego patio talk? Build some Legos and talk while we're
Nabi,
there.
I already know you're listening.
Yeah, he's coming on. You got to be the leader of this one, okay?
Just buy a whole bunch of all the colors, bricks. They're not specific sets. You just buy all the pieces.
Yep, group
you
of
make
5.
whatever you want.
Or that. Yep. I'm not good
Cheaper.
at that. I need a book. to
It's
follow.
cheaper.
I can't create something.
You're not that creative in that way, but you can make a whole podcast out of nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
You
You're
can't
right.
make a flower out of your own head.
No, the 2 Lego flowers that I have up on the wall
With
in the house are
instructions.
made with instructions. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's an idea.
That is a pretty good one.
Shout out you guys for making me have that one. See, we're gonna pull
Yeah,
through. You're gonna
see?
come on for that one too.
Yeah, please, please. But yeah, no, you could have interesting conversations by just switching up the flow of it, or just the topics with certain people. We've had some interesting conversations here. We've had some interesting conversations tonight. But
have you came across any of those conspiracy talks with people where people just have these crazy ideas?
Yeah, what's crazy is we used to have this caller. He was from New York, and he'd call in and just ramble about conspiracy, and like he would talk about like JFK and stuff. It was weird. But it was no. He
I don't know
he hasn't
anything
called
about
in for a
JFK.
while. We should probably do a wellness check on him. I always forget his name. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm surprised he didn't call tonight. He usually he'll call in, and he doesn't even ask you guys questions. He'll just talk.
He wants a podcast. Get him a podcast.
Yeah, no, this is a guy that calls in periodically, and he calls different shows too. He's like a rage baiter, kind of.
Trying to let everybody know. Oh,
Yeah.
Just trying to be heard. Just
Yeah.
wants to tell people, get it out there.
Bro,
Shout
create
out
a
the rooftops.
podcast or a stream, vlog.
There you go.
something.
Create a podcast.
Yeah, that's all it takes. You're already doing it. You just need to do it on
your
camera
own.
and post
On
it.
your own.
You don't need a call.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
That's funny.
one of my high school friends, Sam and I went to high school with this girl named Lola, and she was in a cult with her ex-boyfriend. So we had a show about that. We talked about that.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I
like
want
watching
to.
documentaries and
That's
stuff
pretty
on that.
different. Excuse me.
This is like every documentary you've watched. Like she's lived it in like a 4 or 5 month span.
Oh.
And she spilled it all out.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want a guest on the pod like that, just to
pick
if,
their
If I
brain.
could have a guest that doesn't do anything like in the community wise, right? Like that isn't an artist, isn't a producer, videographer, or entrepreneur or anything
Yeah.
like that, and they just have real conversation, can have something to really sit there and talk about for a good hour.
Interesting.
Like interesting
Yeah.
that I could pick the brain and see how that whatever. I would love, like, we haven't had that type of guest.
Yeah, that's one guess we haven't had
Like
yet.
that's like a laid back episode where we're like taking our mind off of work and it's just interesting, and we haven't had that. So
You
I
know what
wanna-
pops in my mind for that? Those old school, when they do the video and all you see is like thick cloud smoke and the fireplace in the background and the two big chairs. And
Is
the
that, what
dude
the, is that what the
talking.
studio's gonna look like?
It just like it creates this eerie feeling of just like, oh really? And tell me more.
That's what the studio's gonna look like when we do that episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no,
That'd be awesome.
We've had some interesting guests come on talk about some interesting things, like some things like some of our shows blew up. Like, we've had very very minor. I'm not going to go too much into it, but we had a guest who was part of like. She grew up in Montclair with her family, and her mom like flipped a switch and killed the whole family.
Ooh.
And she talked about it like.
Living
was in
through
Montclair?
it. Like,
Yeah, this is in
damn.
Montclair in the 80s, 70s, 80s. And we also had the cop on, the one that responded to the call.
Oh,
And she was like 5 years old, 6 years old.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. You guys
Dang,
had
that
witnesses
is-
on
yeah,
the call.
that-
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And
But
so
that's interesting too.
yeah, and we actually got hit up through our Instagram, said, "Hey, I happen to listen to your show. I had something similar happen. Could I get that girl's number?" And so I texted her, and they're like, "Yeah." So I guess they started talking, and she's helping her with her thing up in
Comfort,
Oregon.
Yeah.
So it's like you never know who's listening.
Listening, yeah.
Who you can help even.
Yeah,
That
just
part too,
who
like,
can help.
We're,
Like,
of course, we want our numbers to grow and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. We want
Yeah.
people listening in, but you never know who's listening. And when we went over our stats of like who was listening, we had people across the seas listening to us. You know what I mean? We had
Yeah.
like people in Pakistan, we had people in Germany, we
Yeah,
had people
we've
in
had-
Norway listening, and like you never know who
In
you
Canada,
can turn
eh?
the light on for, or who you can relate to you from the distance, or
Yeah.
maybe there's like you said, who can make podcasts what advice would you give them to make a podcast happen? We could be telling somebody that's on the side of the world to start a podcast right now.
Yeah,
because of us,
100%.
We would
Yeah.
never even know, but hopefully we are.
Unless-
Inspiration.
The only way we would know is if they ever do it and make it big and give us a shout out.
Say, yeah,
Tag us.
Patio Talk was on KCA with Whatever Works, and we heard them say this episode, and we inspired me to do this. That'd be awesome.
yeah, we have some listeners in from El Salvador who are
Ooh.
listening tonight.
Shout
who-
out to the
yeah,
Salvies. I love them.
Jose and Maritza, they.
I got
know.
my pupusa game on fire. I got you.
Oh,
Hey,
there you go.
they are delicious. They are delicious.
But yeah, we only have a couple minutes left here, so let's go ahead and close this out. One last question for you guys, and then we'll plug everything. What's something that you could say to both of you guys back then, 2 years ago?
Ooh, geez. Number one, I know it's hard doing the video, but if you could get it right off the bat, start with YouTube. Don't just do audio only.
Okay.
Right off the
Good
bat.
one. And I would probably tell myself, loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Have more fun.
Have more fun from the
Loosen up,
beginning.
have more fun. Yeah, because
She runs a tight ship.
I do.
It's not
Somebody
that bad.
gotta hold the reins, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. So go ahead and plug in, again, where you guys can listen. Or,
All right, so you could catch our podcast page at patio_talk_ on Instagram. You
Okay.
can also catch Patio Talk on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube.
They are all under Patio Talk. The YouTube is under Patio Talk Podcast.
Yes. And then my personal is Don Bonita, DAWN BONITA.
And I'm Drew. I'm _Drew.
There we go. All right. Thank you guys
Thank
for coming
you for
on.
having us, by the way.
Of
Okay?
course.
Shout out Kyle.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for coming on. So we got Patio Talk Don and Drew. We got some additional seasons coming out soon, so stay tuned. Got some fresh new merch. Thank you guys for listening in to another show, Whatever Works. Oh, there we go. Thank you guys listening in. So we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it.